But the magic bring the static when I step out. Make these bitches panic, doing damage, bitches won't cloud. You can either give me my respect or get the fuck out.
So, starting 11/11, I had made money from products that I had that I pretty much sold out for the most part. And then I had readings and things like that. I went ahead and went on my Facebook Live and did readings, and I made more money. And so I knew then with making all this money, because it was like shooting in, I was like, I know I'm gonna have to spend this on my journey. I was staying with a friend at the time, and the situation wasn't solid as far as how long I would be there, how the situation would go, things like that. But that same night, I actually got a download that it was time for me to leave. So I get on the Airbnb app and I'm all excited because I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna start this random ass journey of living day by day, living, not surviving day by day, living day by day. I'm looking at Airbnbs. I'm like, well, damn, this shit is mad expensive because they charge you for cleaning fees and all of that. And you have to understand, with me thinking like that, it was coming from a place of lack, a place of trying to hold on to something that I found valuable, even though the money was given to me for me to spend it. So this is the first place where I fucked up. I want y'all to learn from my experiences and from my journey. So I find a place, it's a private room for 2 nights, 11/11. Not 11/11, I'm sorry, it was $111. So I'm like, all right, this is meant to be. So the next day, I'm looking at my expenses after paying for the Airbnb, like how much it would be to Uber there, etc., etc. And tell me why this place was 45 minutes away. The Lyft or Uber ride was on average from $80 to $100 to get there. So then I start panicking. So my day starts going shitty. I have to end up going to the laundromat and carrying all my clothes plus my baby on the walk to get to there. I get there, the coin machine is not working. Like, all these things are just becoming harder than necessary. And I know and understand now that came from a place of me overthinking, like thinking too hard and not really trusting myself in the universe to work things out. It's the second place where I fucked up. Finally, when I was in the laundromat, I was just like, I can't break down right now. Like, I just have to push through. And I was talking to myself and I was just like, everything is going to be fine. Like, if you have to spend this $90 to get to this place, because I couldn't get a refund. If I have to pay $90 to get to this place, it's just what I have to do. And I'm grateful to even have the money to be able to do that. Right when I came to that surrender place, that surrender space, my other friend called me, just called me randomly. She was like, she gets off at 8. If I wanted to wait until she got off, then she would take me for half the price of that. So it ended up working out in that way where she gave me a ride and I didn't have to pay $90 to get all the way here. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm feeling good about it. I get back to where I was staying from the laundromat and I get a message from the Airbnb host, and she was just saying that she accidentally overbooked the place for the 13th, which is today. So she asked me if I would just stay until the 13th to 12 p.m. checkout. So at first I'm like starting to get back into that panicking mindset where I'm just like, fuck, what am I supposed to do? La 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 la. But then finally I was just like, you know what? I surrender. Like, that's fine. I'll get the refund and blah, blah, blah. So I went ahead and did that. Didn't realize that the refund wouldn't be issued back to me until maybe 3 to 5 business days, which at this point I'm okay with. I have to leave here by 12. So I'm trying to figure out a place to go. So when I accepted the fact that I was all the way in Lawrenceville, my mindset from there was just like, okay, I can find an Airbnb in the area. So that way I don't have to spend a bunch of money on Uber and Lyft fees to get to my next destination, etc., etc. But what ended up happening is that there is no more Airbnbs in this area. All the Airbnbs are at least 30 minutes away. So what I'm probably going to do at this point is get a hotel room somewhere nearby. So that way I don't have to spend too much money, you know, Uber fees and a place to sleep tonight. I just have to surrender. I'm just really trying to stay centered and surrendering to my intentions, surrendering to the knowing that all things are going to be okay and align perfectly as long as I keep my energy flowing in a positive way, you know? Because me being where I am right now and the whole journey and process of just getting to this particular Airbnb has been a lot harder than it had to be because I was thinking too hard and I wasn't trusting enough. So now I think I pretty much learned that lesson. I haven't really even had time to really process the full situation that I'm in as far as living and things like that. And I'm okay with it, and I know I'm going to be okay. But there's also a big part of me that has been holding on to a lot of emotions, and I haven't found a comfortable space to really express those emotions and kind of allow myself to release certain emotions the way that my spirit is wanting me to. Y'all come on this journey with me and learn from me. Hopefully things will get better. I'm sure that it will. The goal is to just live day by day and within each day, step by step. And that's all I can really do. And I think that I'm just gonna book a hotel that's nearby. The only dilemma with that is I have to check out of here by 12 p.m. and I can't check in until a hotel until I can't check in until about 1:30. The actual check-in time is 3 p.m. but he said the soonest he could do was 1:30. So that's like a 1 hour and 30-minute gap. Hey y'all, so I'm sitting outside. I'm waiting for my Uber. I just left the Airbnb, just all my shit. I'm gonna see if I can stop at a store to get something to drink. And then I'm probably just gonna get pizza because that's more cost effectively. It's cheaper. Okay, it's cheaper to just get a pizza, and then that way we could eat on the pizza for 2 days. Say hi, Nine.
Hi.
Look at the camera. Say hey.
Hi.
So as you can probably tell, I made it to the hotel room. Before I got here, I called and they said that I could check in at the earliest of 1:30 for free. And so we just came and we sat in the lobby. I made a few phone calls. What, baby? You want one more?
Then mommy. Eat.
Okay.
Bite.
You bite. You want me to bite it? Thank you, baby. You eat. So when 1:30 hit, piece of crust. When 1:30 hit, I went to go check in and they were like, it's a $50 holding fee. I was thinking it was gonna be $20, so I had enough to pay a $20 holding fee, but not $50. I called my mom, and while I was on the phone with my mom, the guy at the desk, he was just like, it's okay, we'll waive it for this time and only today. So I'm sitting here with $20 to my name. Basically what I'm about to do now, since I fed 9 and I ate, I'm gonna take a nap and she's just gonna lay down with me. I just need to moosaw. I might even cry because bitch, I don't feel sad, but I've been holding back tears for days, okay? For days. And I feel like now that I have a space where nobody's really around except for 9, I feel like that part of me wants to release itself. So I'm just gonna lay here and process and shit like that, cry or whatever. And then while I'm taking my nap, I'm gonna put my selenite crystal on the top of my head, put my scarf on, put my third eye rub on, and put the Wheel of Fortune card underneath my pillow or underneath this pillow and a crystal on top, and just kind of allow the downloads to come in through my dreams. And then as soon as I wake up, I'm just gonna meditate, go right into meditation mode while I'm still in that in-between space of energy. And then after I do that, all I really have planned to do tonight, as far as like what I already know, is I need to do applications for psychic lines. That way I can do that wherever I go. And I also need to go live on Facebook unless the universe sends the money some other way for me to figure out a place for tomorrow. So I just got up from my nap, and I was very conscious of my dreams when I was like having them, but I don't really remember what was happening now that I'm awake. And I kind of fucked up because when I was asleep, my friend called. So as soon as I woke up, I grabbed my phone. I saw she called, and yeah, so I didn't really even think when I first woke up of what I dreamt about. But I think that spirit spoke through her because she was just saying hit up some of my old clients that I haven't done readings for in a minute, and just, you know, put it out there, something that I'm doing something. So I got the money that I needed to book a place for tomorrow and maybe for 2 days possibly. I don't know, I have to see, but I definitely have enough to get another booking somewhere, pay for transportation if needed, and pay for food. So I'm grateful. I hit up my girl Chelsea first, and I let her know like my situation or whatever, because she said she was gonna get a new moon reading. She usually gets like a new moon reading and a full moon reading, or one or the other. We bounced a lot of energy off of each other and exchanged a lot of wisdom and downloads and messages from spirit and things that we've experienced and we've come to learn and shit like that. So we're on the phone for like 3 hours. On top of that, I posted on my Facebook my situation because I'm being authentic and my truth. Like sometimes a bitch need help, all right? I be helping people. Sometimes a bitch need help. So that's just what the situation is. I put it on there just like, if y'all want to donate, I'll do readings. So other people were donating as well. I got off the phone with her because Nye wanted to go for a walk. She wants to get out of the house and be in nature and shit. That's what she likes to do. It's pretty quiet over here, safe, not too busy. So we're gonna walk to the store that's pretty nearby. And this guy pulls up when I'm coming out the driveway. Oh, you want a hug? Oh, give me a kiss. Love you. I'm high as fuck, Rich. So this guy in the black truck pulls up on me, like coming out the driveway as we're about to start walking towards the left or whatever to the store. And he was like, hey, or something. And I was like, something. He's like, can I get your number eventually? And I was like, my number? Like, you know? He was like, yeah. And he was like, where you going? The store. I felt comfortable. Like, I felt the vibes. So I walked up. I was like, do you got some weed? And he was like, I have a little piece probably somewhere. He found the piece. We went to the store. I got what I needed. He got something. I forgot. So then we smoked. That was some strong ass shit, bitch. And what else happened? He gave me his number. He said he wanted to take me out. So, and I told him I like food. So we're on board. All right. So I love to eat. So yes, you could take me out because I love to eat. And he keeps talking about his profession and shit. So I just feel like I'm finna eat good. So, but I also told him, like, look, I'm single because I'm getting my shit together. This is a journey that I got to process on my own. And I know this ain't something that I got to go through for a long time. But at the same time, I'm trying to get to full security within myself, within being financially independent. Even in situations where I don't have to be and I shouldn't have to be fully independent, just knowing that I can be, you know, experiencing that, so that, you know, it's like something that I'm used to, that I can easily receive. Girl, how you gonna choke me out on camera? What's up with that? Tonight was crazy. Oh, and then we was outside smoking, and the neighbor came out, and spirit was flowing through him, honey. Like, it was crazy. And he gave us some weed. So I smoked another blunt again. But basically, he had this red car, right?
Mommy.
And I was like, this car is nice. Nine kept messing with it. And there was a particular spot she was messing with. But keep in mind, I can't fucking see. So I don't know what particular spot she was messing with. But there was this particular spot. So then he noticed that she was messing with the particular spot. He was like, oh, that's a bullet hole. He's like, I got this car from auction. The dude, him and his girl was in the car. There's a bullet hole here, bullet hole here, bullet hole there. It went through the window shield, went through the 2 seats in the back, right where the dude was sitting at. It didn't hit him. He's safe. He never got shot. He ain't get no injuries. None. He said, now how the fuck was he sitting there and a bullet went right directly in the middle of the front seat through the front of the windshield? How is it possible that this man did not get shot? Source, God, period. Okay? Anything can happen to me. Anything, basically, is what I got out of it. And I was like, look, I needed to hear that. Because anything is possible. Like, that man did not get killed, nothing. He said, this car reminds me what God got me through. And reminds me that I am always protected. Spirit is showing out and coming out. Regardless of that man giving me money or not. The fact that I came in alignment with people. One who was very wise and was channeling spirit to me through his story, and another talking about how he got all this money and how what's the value of money and how to go about spreading money around. Like, he was teaching me some shit. The fact that he came in my presence and was talking about how he made this amount of money a week, a day from one job. I still have some readings that I need to do. I didn't get to do any more applications today, but I've promised myself that I will do it tomorrow. So when I woke up, it just became a thing where I start doing readings off that and making the money that I needed. And then had to go to the store, take her to the store. And then that whole experience happening, and then meeting the guy outside and him telling us his story, and he was talking about numbers and just like all kind. It's crazy how spirit just connects like that. But yeah, spirit works, honey. And I'm just like, I'm here for this. This is random as hell, but I'm here for it. I kind of like that. It kind of get my juices flowing. And so I'm about to finish these readings that I have to do, and then I'm gonna get dressed and all that, and then get into bed and go to bed.